Hello and welcome to the Weekly Rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. This episode is for Friday, January 8th, 2016. I am your host, Banksley. As always, we're going to take a look back at the past 7 days of our Twitter feed at Attractions. So let's get started last Friday on January 1st. We were over at Disney's Hollywood Studios for the Merry and Bright Dinner Reception. Now, they have been doing a dessert party all throughout the Osborne Lights since they started back in November, and beginning on January 1st through the 3rd, they did a dinner reception. Bit different, of course, because they had food there instead of just desserts, and then a takeaway that each person got who went to the dinner reception was a actual light from a previous year of the Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights. Of course, with the lights were still up at that time, it wasn't from this year, but most likely it's from a strand that burned out or something else happened to it over the years, so they just cut them up and they handed them out in these special little shadow boxes for the dinner reception guests. Great little takeaway, something I'll cherish forever for sure. We also met up with the Osbornes while we were there on the 1st, Breezy on the left and Mitzi on the right there. They're holding our newest issue of Orlando Attractions Magazine, which features a tribute article all about the display, so check that out if you haven't bought a copy yet. While we were there that day at Hollywood Studios, we went over to see the Jedi training show at night. This is definitely a unique perspective to see it at night because the lightsabers all light up and there's these cool lighting effects that are now showing up that weren't really showing up when the show first debuted. You can also see them during the day, so if you're over there, check that out. On January 2nd, we were over at Epcot to check out the new Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. This is what took the place of Captain EO over at the Imagination Pavilion. You can go and you can check out 3 of Disney and Pixar short films. Right now they are currently playing Get a Horse, For the Birds, and La Luna. On January 3rd, SeaWorld's Instagram account started posting photos revealing a brand new concept art for Mako. It's opening later this year. When the photos were all finally put together, they announced that they had topped off the coaster. You can see video of the topping off on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/attractionsmagazine. Moving on to January 5th, we were over at Universal Orlando, and we saw the new 2016 shirt design they have there. They're selling at Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. On International Drive, the old building that housed the CSI Experience and other exhibits as well is now closed. It's now for lease, so we don't know what's going to be coming to this location in the future. Hopefully it's another attraction-type experience. Who knows? Future will tell. That night on January 5th, Beetlejuice's Graveyard Revue at Universal Studios Florida held its final performance ever for a special pass holder only showing. We have full video of it on our YouTube channel. This is making way, of course, for the new Fast and Furious Supercharged attraction opening in 2017. January 6th, we shared this photo of a really cool Star Wars coloring book that is now on sale for adults. We found this one at Books A Million, but we've heard that there are some spotted inside the Disney parks as well. After being extended for a few days from their original closing date on January 3rd, January 6th marked the final night for the Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Lots of people were there to say goodbye to the lights. You can even watch the Star Wars fireworks from Streets of America. It's a rare view of the fireworks at studios because usually they escort guests out of the area. But for this night, and I think one other night this week as well, you can see the fireworks. It's a beautiful look right there. You can see a video on YouTube of the final song and final moment for the lights. It was a very touching end to the 20-year display, and I am certainly going to miss it. January 7th, over at Disney Springs, we found these new Orangeburg Mug and towels for sale over in the Marketplace Co-op. So if you're a fan of the Orangeburg, you want to go check this out, maybe get it for your kitchen. Over at the Pop Gallery at Disney Springs, we saw this Fraggle rock doll is on sale for $1,200. A bit pricey, but if you're a big Muppet fan, you love Fraggle Rock, this might be something you want to pick up. And finally, on January 7th, we shared this photo of the Orlando Eye. It is currently closed for annual maintenance, but will reopen on January 14th. Madame Tussauds and Sea Life do remain open until that day. And that's going to do it this week for the Weekly Rewind. Be sure to tune into the show this past week. We got a look at some brand new technology for a VR coaster that may be coming to a theme park near you. It's pretty neat. You want to check that out. And as always, we'll see you next week. Have fun, guys.